Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I am doing a coffee with Tony episode. I'm trying to be more regular, and that's why I like drinking coffee. But I do these episodes every now and then because sometimes it's just a way to express myself and kind of get what it is that's on my mind. And I recently shared not that long ago that I left my job and how scary it was and what am I going to do now? And so just a little update. After I left that job, I was paralyzed. You know, mentally, physically, I just didn't know. I, I was paralyzed in the sense of I didn't know in which direction to go with my life because I could go the old way of just getting another job or get a 9 to 5 or do gigs, maybe doing Uber or Lyft. I could do that, and I still kind of do, but I don't trust my vehicle, so I'm scratching that out. But I could just get a job. But I've taken a lot of time to really ponder and think and write down and just explore what is it that I want to do. And I'm not trying to eliminate the reality of, having a job, a 9 to 5, having a steady paycheck. My shift before was 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. I didn't like that shift, but it worked for me and my body got used to it. But the paralysis I experienced was after leaving that job, not knowing what kind of schedule I was going to have, not knowing what kind of job am I going to apply to. It's like, should I apply for the same thing? So these were thoughts that were and still are at times swirling around my head. And I had to ask myself again and again, Ryan, what is it that you feel called to do? And there are a lot of good intentioned people who, reach out and invite me to, or they suggest, get a job, or go back to school, or do this, do that, because that's the wise thing to do. And maybe so. Maybe that is the wise thing to do. But I also believe that if I don't follow my conscience and an informed conscience, not a stupid, yeah, I feel like I'm going to be a podcaster today. No, an informed conscience, an informed mind, informed heart. What is it that I want to do? When I started listening, it's really pulled me in this direction towards podcasting. Why? I don't know. I'm not rich, I'm not famous, and I don't plan to be. But what I do plan is to start listening to that conscience and to start acting upon it. I mean, before I had the job, when I did have a job, I was doing it all. I was doing the work, I was doing overtime, I was doing extra shifts, and I was doing the podcast. But now that I don't have that burden for my time management, the job itself wasn't a burden. I think just the time management. Now that I don't have that time uh, being used up for my job, now I have energy. I need to start getting to work. And it's scary because I don't know what's going to happen. But you know what I do know is that I've given so much time, energy, I've sacrificed so much to go to jobs, to work for others. And again, I'm not putting people down who do those things. We got to pay bills, we got to do our thing. But I just feel that it's time I do a little sacrifice for myself. I put some energy in something that I want to do. And I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm trying to do what I feel I'm being called to do. It's like, I don't know. I feel that my mind and heart are getting pulled into this direction of doing podcasting more seriously. Also doing more YouTube, but also perhaps soon, or who knows, reintroducing writing blogs. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but for the meantime, I'm definitely writing more in my journal. And I'm seeing opportunities just pop up. It's just so amazing how when I've started to access this lifestyle of being a podcaster and really taking it serious, and I have to reach out to people, I have to network, I have to also, get ready for interviews. It's all a risk. And there's always that voice in my head that's saying, just go back to your old job or just go back to uh, any other job. Just get something. And I can do that. But at the same time, I don't want to live my life without risks because if I do that, I'm going to risk not living. So it's scary. But at the same time, this is a way for me to practice courage and to actually show up for myself. I've shown up for others. Now I think it's okay to show up for myself. And for whoever you are in the audience listening, uh, if you have any maybe advice or suggestions, or maybe you have a book that I should read, or maybe you've written a book, or maybe you're a filmmaker and you've made a movie, or whatever it is, and maybe this movie or this book might bring some inspiration to me, or might help me just keep going. Send it to me. I would love to to explore it. But before I end this, I just want to let you all know that I'm not going to give up on the podcast. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep praying. I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to I'm going to level up. This podcast, The Truth That Heals, and the other podcasts that I'm doing, the other projects that I'm doing, they're going to start going they're going to start elevating. So I'm excited, maybe a little bit scared, but that's part of living. And so, anyways, thank you everybody. If you like to support my channel, especially now, you like to help me to keep this podcast going, buy me a coffee. This helps me so much. And you can buy me a coffee by going to buymeacoffee.com/truth that H7. Also, don't forget to like this episode, subscribe, and please share so that others may discover the Truth That Heals podcast and Coffee with Tony. That's it for today. Peace, y'all.